We would be vilified as sophomore poseurs and thrown out into the street. 2. She gets along with Mom and Dad, except for the whole Jack thing, and always has. She even gets along with our little sister, Rebecca, who goes to a special school for the intellectually gifted and is practically an idiot savant. But the number one reason I can't stand my sister Lucy would have to be, 1. She told on me about the celebrity drawings. Chapter 1. She says she didn't mean to. She says she found them in my room and they were so good she couldn't help showing them to Mom. Of course, it never occurred to Lucy that she shouldn't have been in my room in the first place. When I accused her of completely violating my constitutionally protected right to personal privacy, she just looked at me like, huh? Even though she is fully taking U.S. government this semester. Her excuse is that she was looking for her eyelash curler. Hello? Like I would borrow anything of hers? Especially something that had been near her big, bulbous eyeballs. Instead of her eyelash curler, which of course I didn't have, Lucy found this week's stash of drawings, and she presented them to Mom at dinner that night. Well, Mom said in this very dry voice, now we know how you got that C- in German, don't we, Sam? This was on account of the fact that the drawings were in my German notebook. Is this supposed to be that guy from The Patriot? My dad wanted to know. Who is that you've drawn with him? Is that Catherine? German, I said, feeling that they were missing the point, is a stupid language.
German isn't stupid, my little sister Rebecca informed me. The Germans can trace their heritage back to ethnic groups that existed during the days of the Roman Empire. Their language is an ancient and beautiful one that was created thousands of years ago.
Whatever, I said. Did you know that they capitalize all of their nouns? What is up with that? My mother said, flipping to the front of my German notebook. What have we here? My dad went, Sam, what are you doing drawing pictures of Catherine on the back of a horse with that guy from The Patriot? I think this will explain it, Richard, my mother said, and she passed the notebook back to my dad. In my own defense, I can only state that, for better or for worse, we live in a capitalistic society. I was merely enacting my rights of individual initiative by supplying the public, in the form of most of the female student population at John Adams Preparatory School, with a product for which I saw there was a demand. You would think that my dad, who is an international economist with the World Bank, would understand this. But, as he read aloud from my German notebook in an astonished voice, I could tell he did not understand. He did not understand at all. You and Josh Hartnett? My dad read. $15. You and Josh Hartnett on a desert island. $20. You and Justin Timberlake. $10. You and Justin Timberlake under a waterfall. $15. You and Keanu Reeves. $15. You and... My dad looked up. Why are Keanu and Josh more than Justin? Because, I explained, Justin has less hair. Oh, my dad said. I see. He went back to the list. You and Keanu Reeves whitewater rafting, $20. You and James Van Der Beek, $15. You and James Van Der Beek hang gliding, $20. But my mom didn't let him go on much longer. Clearly, she said in her courtroom voice. My mom is an environmental lawyer. One thing you do not want to do is anything that would make Mom use her courtroom voice. Samantha is having trouble concentrating in German class. The reason why she is having trouble concentrating in German class appears to be because she is suffering from not having an outlet for all her creative energy. I believe if such an outlet were provided for her, her grades in German class would improve dramatically. Which would explain why the next day, my mom came home from work, pointed at me, and went, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3:30 to 5:30, you will now be taking art lessons, young lady. Whoa, talk about harsh. Apparently, it has not occurred to my mother that I can draw perfectly well without ever having had a lesson, except for, in school. Apparently, my mother doesn't realize